before I even start the video, I'm gonna say this once. Now, I was originally gonna go into this event, but I'm thinking, no. That might be too easy. Let's go here and do this. Now, the reason why I'm gonna make this change is because this video was centered around Buuhan, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, Buuhan, he's definitely gonna look really good. Well, with double Omega Shinron. Yes, the GOAT, the godfather of support. Now, I am actually going through YouTube troubles right now, and hopefully I can get something appealed. Not gonna really go too in depth into it, but I'm gonna still try and do at least a daily upload. Until further notice, I might be facing like a little suspension. Hopefully not. But let's just go into this video with, you know, positive energy, and let's look at what this Buuhan can do. I wouldn't be surprised if we just casually get through this. Now, this is a hard fight. This guy, we know, is trouble. This guy, you know, you can't dodge him. We don't have any scouters to rely on. So the one downfall with this team before we even hop into this is that we don't have a scouter. Now, is there a way we could... Yeah, if we brung the Int Rose clone, we could actually get some shit done. But do I actually have him? Well, yeah, I do. But I just didn't want to bring him. How about that? Yes, I didn't want to bring him. So let's just see what we can do. The first couple of phases should be really slight. Should be super easy. Hopefully we can really show off why Buuhan is a powerful option again. Now, if you don't know, Buuhan can get up to 66% damage reduction with just some key spheres. Now, you know, stack that up with Omega Shinron and a second one, and his damage reduction can be up to 86%. On top of that, he's an orb changer. On top of that, he's a nuker. Of course, he's level 10 links, by the way. This guy's just a GOAT. He's the recovery unit. Look, 66% damage reduction. Wait a minute. Oh, it's 22%. It's 22% for every rainbow key sphere. Okay, up to 66%. So yeah, just 3 rainbow key spheres. You collect a rainbow key sphere with this guy, and you're off to the races. All right, let's do this right here. Now, let's like minimize the orbs. So for the first time, I'm gonna do this. Why? Because this possibly can give us the KO with Goku Black. Now, why is Goku Black on the team? Because the other Goku Black is on the team, the Rose Goku Black. And I really do want to just look at him. I don't think he's a bad free-to-play character. Like I said, I could really just replace this guy with the Int clone, bring like a full typing team. I'm pretty sure the only typing we don't have on this team is AGL. We have Physical Omega, we have Int Buuhan, we have STR Rose, we have Physical... No, did I already say Physical Omega? STR Omega? Int Buuhan. Do we have a Tech? Yeah, Tech Sin. Yeah, AGL is the only thing we're missing. AGL is... Oh, we just one-turned the guy. I wasn't even paying attention. Let's look at this. Yeah, so AGL. Who will we bring on this team that's... Well... Okay, now I have to talk about this. This is a very tough decision for me to make. Now I'm leaving this up to you guys, for everyone who's stuck around. Should I wait till Tech Gohan? Well, actually, Omega Shinron is a teal coin unit. Huh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I could get the AGL LR Omega Shinron with teal coins and save my red coins and still get the Tech Gohan. So the controversy right now with me is that I don't actually have the Tech Gohan on this account, right? The one that's about the EZA, I sort of shitted on him on my initial video of him, but I mean, just some evaluation. You know, a couple of people, you know, telling me maybe you're a bit too harsh on the guy. Maybe I am, right? This is going to be an excellent turn for Buuhan. Now, considering this guy's always going to have big bad bosses and fierce battle with Omega, it's going to be a good show. Now, of course, him not being with the other Majin characters, he's going to miss out on some key vital links. This Kamehameha link is pretty funny that he has. I guess they're counting the Ghost Kamikaze, Ghost Usher Kamehameha as a Kamehameha, which is pretty good. So that means he's on an extra category. Let's actually look at what this guy's doing, because I haven't really been paying attention to what he's doing. Omega Shinron, he's going to get, what, sealed or stunned? What is it? Stunned. We know Omega Shinron up until pretty much the... We're going to be good against Ice Shinron, right? Because he's an Int type. We're going to really start seeing troubles with this team. Well, I'm going to have Rose in slot 1 at that point. God, see, look at this guy. Now, his offensive potential has always been good. Like, his offensive viability has always been stamped. No one has ever questioned him offensively. Even, like, in today's standards with all the crazy, crazy attack stats, Buuhan, under the right circumstances, can even look as good as them, right? Wow. The orb placement isn't really in my favor. So I'll just do this. We'll collect the rainbow orb that we need to with this guy. We're definitely not gonna. We could afford to do this. We're not gonna we're gonna one-turn him. But Goku Black's gonna get the final thing, unless Omega Shenron crits right here. If Omega Shenron crits, then I might have made a mistake and should have just put Goku Black in slot 2. We're good. We're fine. This is exactly what I needed to see. He could crit right here though. He doesn't crit. Crit. No, crit. Do some damage. Damn, I just didn't want the 18 key to go crazy. Oh, he's got dodge on his build. Okay, that's interesting. Sin Shenron is sealed. Damn, he did quite a bit of attacks though. Goku Black's not that guy. Is he that guy? I don't think so. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nah, no way. Yeah, no, I was justified. Yeah, I'm like, am I sleeping on Goku Black? Hold on, wait. He gets significantly better though, and he's gonna be type effective against the physical Shin. There's no such thing as holding back. I'm not gonna lie. Well, Omega Shenron, does he have like a build-up passive? Let's see. Per extreme class, when there's a full... No, this guy's just ready to roll instantly. I like that about this guy. Okay, that's pretty good. Wait. Oh, he is full level Team Link. Okay, Omega Shenron. What is his potential looking like? 90%. That Rainbow Star. Is he featured on a banner right now? I was thinking about doing one more multi. Hopefully, now let me know in the comments if they're like, are we getting like some major stones soon? Like, I know the EZA is gonna drop from Tech Gohan, right? But I need a couple of more stones to get that last multi in, to get that freebie. And we all know how it feels when you just have that last one last step, and then you can get that freebie. I actually have a solid chance. Now, I'm actually going into the Gogeta banner, not for Gogeta, even though I don't have him on my global account. That would be a bonus if I do get him, though. But because of LR, AGL, Omega Shenron. I need to do him. I need to run him. I need to see what he's like. I want to see how valuable he is. I want to see it all from AGL, Omega Shenron. So what that means is I need to get him in my multi. If I don't get him in a multi, I'm probably just going to have to use my Till coins, bro. Even though I want to save it so bad. At this point, this is where Rose is going to get the shine, though. I mean, we could just lock his ass down in slot 1 at this point with Omega Shenron. See, the one thing you can say about this Omega Shenron, 6 orbs is the max. All right, let's do that. The one thing about Omega Shenron is that he's not guarding, so, you know, it does sort of suck. But Rose, he's got the guard, and he's got the extra damage reduction from both Omega Shenrons right now. So what is he at? Naturally, like 50% damage reduction. He's at 70% damage reduction with guard, and yeah, that's pretty good. Now, keep in mind, Int Omega we can't dodge, guys. Like we cannot dodge Int Omega. So that's the final phase of this GT boss rush, and he's pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, he's pretty scary, bro. Like no one is doing it like the final phase of this event. He's just casually throwing out like you can't dodge. First of all, he's throwing out like a what is it, 7 or 8 million super attack. He debuffs by 40%, so that's misleading. It's more like I don't know. A nice easy 10 million for your top, and you can't dodge. So that's a scary boss, to be honest. Another scary boss is the Kid Goku. Like I said, I just wanted to be able to actually see Buuhan. If we ran GT bosses in that event, we would get that shit done in like 6 or 7 minutes, right? Like we actually want to see Buuhan. Maybe the best thing well, change of plans. We're popping this damn domain right now.
Since the minus energy was released, it's now a matter of time before this planet is dead. I can feel the planet dying underneath me.
First things first, we can't dodge this guy, and this possibly is a mistake. Now, I was thinking, yeah, let's just go ahead and increase the allies, but, you know, domains. Since this guy's a GT boss, and, you know, of course, Nova and Ice are GT bosses, they're actually going to get increased stats as well. I mean, it makes sense because it's a domain. Like, let's think about JJK. I know this is a Dokkan video, but just hear me out. If you ever watch JJK, the domain affects everyone. So it actually sort of does. The domain mechanic... Oh, we're so dead, by the way. I think we're dead. Buuhan Showcase Slot 1, even with all the extra damage reduction. Now, granted, I definitely, 100%, we definitely seen that. I can't actually call that good, but we all know he's not a Slot 1 character. His defenses are way better. Actually, that sort of sucks. What I'll do is we'll go right back there, and we'll pick up the video from that slot, but god damn it, that actually sucks. Buuhan, remember, that's a 5.5 million super attack with a 40% debuff. Yeah, and we couldn't dodge that. So that's not really a downside to Buuhan, but...
Okay, now we have returned, and as you can see, a Senzu Bean had to get popped. Why? Because the rotation of dreams and fate is here. Now, obviously, there are a couple of key differences. This is the team that you probably should build, right? Now, the thing about the clones is that they're stronger per Future Saga ally on the team. So I did sort of make adjustments to sort of fit this guy to get the mold. So defensively, he'll pretty much be fine. Of course, this guy has a scouter as well. So this is probably one of the most valuable clones in my opinion. We all know how good this Super EZA is. He's phenomenal, good, top tier, right? And yeah, I brung this guy. Finally, I made the change specifically for a turn like this. Maybe I'll revisit this guy eventually when Kid Buu comes out. Yeah, when Kid Buu comes out. Okay, so the GOAT has arrived. Let's do this right here. 7 orbs. That should be enough for what? 2 supers? Oh, it's over. It's Jover. It's Jover. All right, well, we don't have to collect the ink orb this time because there's no attacks there, so we'll be fine. Now, this super, we definitely should live. 40% debuff, by the way. That, what? But yeah, bro, what? Bro, what? That hit pretty hard. For this guy to have that much defenses, guard, damage reduction, the both Omega Shenron, damage reduction. Dude, what? Yeah, you can't even really, like, once you get the ice, you really, like, have to step it up. Yeah, it really has to get, you know, good units, right? You have to really have good units in Slot 1. It's only going to get harder from here. This guy is a bit harder, in my opinion, than the next phase. Why? Because even though he hits slightly weaker, well, I wouldn't really say slightly. This guy's doing like a 5.5 million with a 40% damage debuff. Sin Shenron's doing like a 7.7 million super with a 40% debuff. And Shenron's doing a 7 million super with like a 40% debuff, which is all of those are really higher than what it is. This is like I would say this is like a 7 million super attack with the 40% debuff in count. I would say the Sin Shenron is probably around like 9.2, 9.3 million super, to be honest. And yeah, the big boy, he's really doing like 10 million if you account the 40% debuff. Those numbers are a bit tricky. All right, I guess this sort of works out. Why? Because we really don't need AGL Rose and SGR Rose mixed up right now, especially because next turn we're going to need Rose to be in that slot 1 position, right? So if we do finish here, what I'll do is we'll have the next turn of the domain still active with Buuhan. And I do think he should survive. Like, right? I do think Buuhan... Well, actually, he's reverted to Boo right now. Talking about the Boo, of course. This guy, how much damage do you take? 130,000. Why would the guard symbol come up right there? I guess because we're true type of effectiveness, right? Yeah, we're physical. And we're an LR, and this guy is a T-War, right? So we do get the max, like, as if we really did have guard right there. Okay. AJL Rose, do you have the capacity to finish this off? It actually would be in our benefit if he doesn't, but AJL Rose is quite the unit. Yeah, he gets a guaranteed additional as well. I do coin this super easy as like one of the greatest super easies in the game. Is Cell on this team? Is Tech Cell on this team? He has to be. No, he's not power absorption. He's definitely in human deeds, right? Dude, is Tech Cell on this team? Oh my god, dude, Tech Cell is like easily the best super easy in the game, man. If Tech Cell is on this team, he's the best. He's the best. Bro, he might just be the best character in the game. I'm talking about the one that can get 90% damage. Dude, wait a minute. I'm gonna do my research after this video is done because that's something I didn't even think about or consider anything like that. We're gonna heal here to max. Of course, let's get the 3 rainbow orbs with this guy. Let's try and get this Dokkan attack right here. Do we get it? Slightly off. All right. We're slightly just off. Now, do we take 800k from this? I doubt it. Yeah. But that still hit incredibly hard, right? That hit incredibly hard. Now, of course, after we super, it would do way less damage. But this is, in fact, the last turn of this Tech Buuhan, right? It's good that we got to run this guy in here and show him, side by side with the Int Buuhan. Int Buuhan, he does need, like, bro, we need that LR Kid Buu at this point, right? Like, please, LR Kid Buu, come out soon. Dude, Tanabata, dude, they would definitely do a dual Dokkan. It would definitely be a dual, like, it would be a Carnival and a Dokkan Fest when Kid Buu is released. It definitely would. But 43 million, that's pretty good right there. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Guaranteed additional right here. Triple. Normal. But we're going to be completely fine when it comes to normals with this guy. He really is just afraid of the big bad super, bro. Now, if things work out in our favor, which they might, I mean, you never really know. What is this? Oh, physical Shinron Steel. Why are we fully healed, by the way? We fully healed, right? I don't think we need to... This is why I love the Int Rose. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me see something real quick. Guards all attacks. He's got to slice some defense here. He has 0 damage reduction though. Let's play it safe then. Well, I was thinking like maybe I should just prioritize this. Like, what's his defenses? Only 250,000. I don't think would one normal completely eradicate us. Well, we do have a bit of damage reduction. Damn, but the Dokkan attack, whatever. I think this is the smartest play. Unless we die here. If we die here, damn. But I don't think we do from a normal. What? How? I didn't collect the Int Orb. Why? No. Damn, horrible misplay. Damn, super horrible misplay. I think I didn't... Yeah, obviously I didn't collect the Int Orb because he... What? So... Why wasn't he guarding? When attacking with 12 or more key... He has to attack first. Huh. You learn something new every goddamn day. Damn. Bro, okay, so I just got hit so hard that it forced me to hit the record button again. I was not expecting STR Rose to take that much damage in slot 1 against Shinron. No, I did not think it was possible. But yes, indeed it did happen. Bro, do you see our HP bar? It says 24% HP. That shit was just at 100%. And this is not the final phase. So, long story short, after this recording, win or lose, we've seen Buuhan, and we're going to see Buuhan at least one more turn. I think the problem with this team right now, his active skill isn't pop, though. I think the number one problem with this team is that in with the abilities these guys have is just so outrageous. Like, look, what? I have to do this. Okay, but this is not good. I want all those int orbs. Well, this is all the damage reduction I need. But the health, man, the health. I'm gonna have to sacrifice the health, man. Damn, we're just gonna only be able to see how good he looks defensively. Maybe we live. I highly doubt the lit. Actually, let's full heal. Just for the chance to see if he can actually, like, could he full health survive a super attack from Sin Shenron? With 86% damage reduction. This is the best test we could give this Int Buu, right? What? I don't think so. After seeing this guy. Now, that was one normal. What? We would have died before we even got to see Int Buuhan. Dude, what? Oh my god. No, Int Buuhan doesn't. No way he lives, right? Damn. Whew. Dude, this guy hits ridiculously hard. This is like a countdown to impending doom. Whew. Yeah, no. Damn, even with everything combined, Int Buuhan. Now, I was going into this video very positive. You would think with just such mass damage reduction, he could be such a team player. Now, this is the GT Boss Rush, but this is like a significant step up from all these other stages, right? I think GT Boss Rush is in like the top 3 hardest fights. If you're not including Festival of Battles, right? Like, I was including, like, Festival and Battles included. Like, Festivals of Battle. I would... It's just this content is just so short, right? Like, none of the red zone content can take, like, is outdoing GT bosses. Maybe you could say this fight right here, but the thing with the Dokkan Ultimate Player's Choice Battle fight is it's arranged, right? The final phase, you know where that super is every time, so you know how to deal with it. This GT Boss Rush fight, I think, is just flat out the second hardest fight in the game. Am I missing a fight? Like, yeah, I can't count those short ass content. Like, yeah, of course, it doesn't feel the same, right? It's different when you go into a fight and you go a couple of turns and you lose. When you just load up and it's like, oh damn, you just die turn 3, it doesn't have that same effect, right? And of course, all of these bosses have majorly different effects. So I think I'm gonna take the GT bosses fight as like literally the second hardest fight in the game, right behind Festival of Battles. But I know a lot of people love to include Festival of Battles, but how many of you actually play? A show of hands, please, in the comments. A show of hands. If you've made it this far, show of hands. How many of you guys are actually going into that damn event? Not a lot of people. You probably went into it once, twice, 3 times maybe, just to get those stones and make sure you clear it out, and you probably haven't touched it. You probably touched it when Int Trunks and Gohan came out. I mean, Int Trunks and Vegeta came out. But other than that, yeah, this is definitely like top 1 fight in the game, in my opinion. Like, this is the toughest fight. So, I mean, what the performance Int Buuhan gave us, it is like, damn, but what do you expect from a 10 million, like a damn near 10 million super with a, like a 40% damn near debuff? Like, that, I guess I'm not that surprised, actually. Int Buuhan, I was going in here with like super high hopes, but against the #1 challenging fight in the game, that physical opponent will run your money. He will run your pockets if he gets supered. But I did want to get to see that in there. You know, the worst conditions, right, is what we do. Like, the harshest conditions is what we want him to be under, though. We wouldn't want to go into an easy fight, right, and just dominate. That's not the point of this video. The point of the video is to see how this guy is doing up in the new content. The next character I'm actually going to run is Texel. Like, right now, as a matter of fact, let's look at this shit together. Is Texel on this GT Bosses team? Because if he is, he's the next showcase I'm doing. Let's just look this up. All right, last but not least, we're on the Dokkan Wiki here. Let's see what teams this guy is on. He's not on power absorption. He's definitely not GT bosses. And he's not in human deeds. Dude, I literally think they had this guy in mind when making Omega Shenron's leader skill. Because this would be just flat out the best unit in the game. I literally think Texel would probably be like the best unit in the game on Omega Shenron's team. 20% damage reduction here. 20% damage reduction against a superclass enemy. Okay, I guess that's a caveat. Another, you know, up to 50% damage reduction. So let's just be hypothetical. Against a superclass enemy, Texel will have this 20% damage reduction at the very beginning. He would have this damage reduction right here against a superclass enemy. So we're already at 40, right? And then let's say you collect 4 rainbow orbs, which is very like 4 rainbow orbs on a team full of rainbow orb changers is not difficult at all, especially with Omega Shenron running around. This guy could just be sitting at 100% damage reduction against superclass enemies. This guy would like damn near be the best unit in the game. Now the caveat would be against extreme class enemies, right? Then he would lose out on this 20% damage reduction right here, which would be instrumental. So you would definitely have to max out his rainbow orbs, but that still would be like 80% damage reduction, right? That still would be really good. Damn, now I sort of want to run Texel. Let me know in the comments if I should, well, he's not on the team. Yeah, he's not on the team. So that would have been, that I would have definitely did this if he was on this team. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. I love you guys. And let me know who I should do next with these revisiting videos. It's up to you guys. And I'll catch you next time.